All right, I sorted the stuff offline, and we are going to so in other words, I checked all the treasure here. I sorted the treasure in the people. He got a large shield out of this. I put the gems in the gem bag, scrolls in the scroll bag, except for this. This symbol was on Mullahy, who we defeated. This letter on Mullahy said, "My servant Mullahy, I have sent you the kobolds and mineral poison that you require. Your task is to poison any iron ore that leaves these mines. Don't reveal your presence to the miners, or you will find yourself swamped by soldiers from the local Omnian garrison. My superiors have recently hired on the services of the Black Talon mercenaries and the Chill. With these soldiers at my disposal, I should be able to destroy any iron caravans entering the region from the south and east. I don't want to deal with iron coming from the Nashkel mines, so don't fail in your duty, Tazak." And the other one is, "My servant Mullahy, your progress in disrupting the flow of iron ore does not go as well as it should. How stupid can you be to allow your kobolds to murder the miners? With your presence revealed, you should be wary of enemies sent to stop your operation. Your task is a very simple one. If you continue to show that you can't do the job, you will be replaced. I will not send the kobolds you have requested, as I need all the troops I possess to stop the flow of iron into this region. With this message, I have sent more of the mineral poison that you require. If you have any problems, then send a message to my new contact in Baragast. His name is Tranzig, and he'll be staying at Feldpost Inn, signed Tazak." So that's an important clue as to our next step, is that we'll need to go to the Feldpost Inn to look for this guy. I don't think this was in the original Baldur's Gate. I think this note was added to the enhanced condition. Okay, this says that it's usable by Zan. I'll show you Zan now.
Nature serve as you direct.
I thank you for my freedom, friends, for I have languished in these dismal vaults too long.
Zan says, "It was unbearable, waking each morn to the mud and rock instead of the rising sun. I am Zan, a grey cloak of Evereska, and as proficient in the ways of magic as any man can be. If you be enemies of Mullahy, I would join your cause, hopeless though it is." How did you come to be trapped in such an inhospitable place? Zan says, "Alas, I was sent to investigate the strange goings-on about this area, and I landed caged for seemingly hopeless weeks on end. I have not seen the sun almost as long as I have not seen my home." I'll say, "It's hard enough trying to keep our hopes up without you bringing them down. I'd rather you didn't join us." Zan replies, "I understand your decision, for the odds are surely insurmountable. I shall return unto Evereska and report of these dire straits."
Your company is a welcome part of this group.
Now, before we return to tell the mayor we solved his problem, there's
You're a queer fellow.
a couple of things to do here. And I did save you.
Omnipresent authority figure.
Heal her.
You've a task for
I
the
believe
group.
there's a ghoul down here. I thought there was something down here to fight. There he goes. Yep, a ghoul.
You rang.
Yep.
Can I help you?
Nature's servant awaits.
You have need of me?
Always good to start a video with a little fighting.
Omnipresent authority figure.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Good as done.
I care now. This way.
By the way, this should be a +1 short sword. We already have the other short sword, which should be better. If you look, the Thaco here is 17. Thaco here is 18. So this sword is better. The lower your Thaco, the better it is.
You've a task as
Okay.
you direct.
Now the other, there's an exit out of here that's shorter. We don't have to walk all the way up, back again through the whole mine. So I'll show you the back way out. I'll also warn you, there is,
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
by the way, there's,
You're a queer fellow.
I give spoilers all throughout this. Pretty much, most people at this point, I think, know the game anyway. So there's a slime here. There he goes. Gray ooze. Let's try the missile weapon first and see what they do.
Go for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes. Rask!
I didn't want her doing that.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Yep. I've done had
Go
enough.
for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes. Rask!
I care now.
You've a task as you direct.
If you notice, they were worth 275 experience. So we just got over 500 experience from that, distributed among the party. So about 90 experience per person. Now notice this wheel here. That's going to let us out of here. The only problem is there is an ambush waiting near there that we want to avoid. At least for now. If we go this way,
Look, you saved the day.
there's an ambush. And they're a little strong. It'll be easier to handle later. So, this we can handle.
For the fallen!
All right.
Go for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes. Rask!
We can come back here later. See what's above. To the right,
As you
left.
direct.
What I'll do is I'll go to the carnival, and then we'll rest at the carnival before we go to Nashville.
You were startled out of sleep with a chill, though the night is warm and calm. It is though someone has walked across your grave, and for a moment you wonder if it was you. With this thought, the ground beneath you opens, and you are swept into the dark. When light returns, you do not find its presence comforting. Before you lay the empty mines of Nashkel, cleansed by your previous passage. You move through walls and floors alike, descending deeper and deeper, until a bloated figure comes into view. Mullahay, in no better shape than you left him, stands motionless before you. Held from whatever afterlife calls it, this foul apparition has been waiting for you. A dagger of bone hovers before it, ready for a willing hand to drive it deep. Had this creature breath, you were sure it would be hurling curses. It waits for the kill, a death beyond death, and knows no hope. You turn your back on the blade, and it clatters to the floor. Punishment enough shall find this creature in the land of the dead. You need not inflict any more upon him. Surprised and thankful, the visage of Mullahay hobbles forward and through you, off to whatever fate it deserves. Perhaps for safekeeping, it leaves a part of itself behind. It is a spark of hope that fills a space within you, a dagger-shaped hole you did not know was empty. There is a cry of rage from the depths, and the dagger of bone launches itself through the air. Your heart, its target. You awake just as it should have struck, and the cold sweat that covers you stings your eyes. A disapproving voice lingers in your ears, though it should have disappeared with the dream. You will learn.
Okay, so I have
Go off then.
another Cure Light Wound, so I have 2 now. We are on the Carnival map. And if I just go back to, well,
Nature's servant or the group?
we'll go to Nashkel.
As good as done.
All right, when you're done with the Mullahy, then you report it to the mayor.
Good on you if you saved the day.
Stand away, citizen!
Baron Gaskill, you have returned. It would seem I was right to trust you. The town thanks you wholeheartedly and is pleased to give you the proper reward. Please take this 900 gold for your efforts. It is a small fortune by anyone's standards. Thank you again.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Reputation up by 1. I believe we got a Steam achievement. We gained 1,000 experience. So, not bad. I'm going to create a new save. I'm going to call it Battle. So if I have a fight coming up, I'll save it. But it's a surprise. We're not expecting it, so we'll just walk up. You know, I just remembered
Yes, oh, omnipresent authority figure.
I never filled the slot here.
You've a task as good as done.
I am death come for thee. Surrender, and thy passage shall be quicker.
What? I'm not surrendering to anything. Nimble says, struggle if you must, dead one. I do not mind working for my money. Nimble, why Nimble has been hired to deal with the likes of you, I'll never know. Okay.
That card?
You're a queer fellow.
So this guy is difficult.
Yes?
And he has a large resistance to missiles, which
Spit it out.
is what actually makes him
Salted.
resistant.
Nature's servant awaits. Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
By doing this, he's resistant to missiles. I have some people attacking him. I'm also spreading people out because he can cast spells, and I'm hoping the magic missiles will break his spell casting. Okay.
You right.
Whatever that means. What you want?
Everybody has something? Yes.
You've a task as good as done.
Your wish.
Rasad says, you should not make a habit of picking fights in the street, my friend. Be careful when inviting danger into your life, for it comes all too willingly. Who are you?
Thank you for asking. My name is Vasant.
Thank you for asking.
Some of the ways in which we sun-soul bonds affect our spiritual life and physical activity. May I tell you more about the order of the sun-soul?
Please do.
The order of the sun-soul was founded during the time of...
Hey, what are you supposed to be then? Some sort of kickboxer? Come on, take a poke at me. I do.
I have come not to fight, but to demonstrate a feeling.
Oh, so that's how it is, eh? Your friends about pretending to be some sort of hard man, or you're just a coward, right?
I am not afraid to defend myself, but I do not seek out conflict without purpose. Instead, I wish to share the light of the moon maiden.
Oh, I get it. You're some kind of simpering priest, just pretending you knows how to fight, but really just begging for coins, yeah?
The sun-soul monk uses mind, body, and spirit in equal portions, but not to prove his martial superiority. Rather, he seeks to better the lives of those around him.
Yeah, same as my temple school boy. If you're not gonna fight nobody, I won't waste any more time on you.
Good for you, Rasad. I admire a man who stands up for his principles, even in the face of ignorance.
I thank you. It is not always easy. In truth, I enjoy a good fight, but it is to improve their skills or to defend a just cause. Fighting that man would have been likened to no one. You seem like someone who would appreciate the tenets of my order. May I tell you more about Selune and the sun-soul monks? Farewell. Until we meet again. I will walk in moonlight.
jewelry, but this is magic, so actually she needs to figure out what it is. She needs to figure out the boots. She needs to identify that. This goes in the scroll case. We'll hold that in the scroll case. Actually, I want to do the boots first. C +5 versus missile. Let's see. Missile -5. Let's try this. Missile -10. So she's in good shape. And 50% electrical resistance. That's probably good for a wizard to have on. These could be sold. That could be sold. Nimble, the money you have received from Tranzig should cover your usual fee. Your assignment is a difficult one, but I'm sure that you're up to the task. There is a group of mercenaries who should be coming through Nashville in the next few days. They are led by a whelp named Smith. You are to kill Smith and all that travel with him. I warn you, they might not look like much, but they are very dangerous. Good hunting, Tazak. Well, thank you for saying we don't look like much. Now, the money they got is from Tranzig. Says that up here. But if we look at this note, it says his name is Tranzig, and he'll be staying at Fell Post Inn. So we know where to find the guy that hired this guy to kill us. Very good. Let's see what we can sell in here.
For the group.
Business has been poor with the iron shortage and all.
Let's see. Minsk can sell all these short bows. Sell the shield. We got a large shield in its place. We'll eventually need to find out about that family amulet. Oh, we need to return Joseph's ring. Could sell those. Could sell those axes. And we are at 7,000 gold.
As you direct.
And we should rest before traveling. I could show you justice.
For the group.
Never had friends. No, sorry.
As good as done.
All right, let's go find this Tranzig gentleman. He's in Baragast at the Feldpost Inn.
As good as done. Can I assist you?
Officer Vi. Ah, Smith. I thought it might be you. These southern parts are set quite afire with talk of your work in Nashville. I am Officer Vi of the Flaming Fist, and, to be honest, I could use your help. And I reply, I am honored to be found worthy of your notice. Officer, how may I be of assistance? Officer Vi says, my contingent and I are cut off from Baldur's Gate. We haven't received new orders for close to a week, and, to be honest, I don't like the feel of this at all. The bandit raids have been getting worse since you returned from Nashville. I used to think that they were just your usual brigands, out to make a quick buck in troubled times, but not anymore. They're working for someone. One way or another, I've got to get my troops back to the gate. I'll pay 50 gold pieces for every bandit scalp you can bring me, and spread the news. I want this whole region cleared before winter comes. 50 gold per bandit scalp. Well, if I can find 1,000 bandits, then I'll have 50,000 gold.
You want some whiskey?
Hey, I've got enough gold I can pay for the merchant room instead of the peasant room, right?
For the group.
Oh, actually, let's go this way first. Those were the two that got mad at me.
Oh, there, Wonder. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster, one of the most famous in the land. Well now, our paths crossed once more. I suppose introductions are in order, as we will no doubt meet again. My name is Elminster. I've heard nothing but tales of thy exploits in the time we have been apart. It would seem that thou art destined to have quite the impact on the Sork coast, quite the burden for one so young. And I replied, just doing what I thought best. Elminster, that certainly seems to be the case. Thine actions are a testament to charity and free will, whether intentional or not. But enough of my ramblings. Thou hast a long journey ahead of thee, and I will not have my meanderings delay thee. I will impart one piece of information before I go. Though 'tis hardly a surprise, I am sure. The bandits that thou dost seek make a habit of traveling in the northeast. With this, I shall take my leave. Thank you for telling me I smell. All right. The little child Chloe says, Smith, someone in the jovial juggler gave me a piece to come find you. And I replied, take a moment, child. I think I know who you are talking about. Do you mean Officer Vi? We have already spoken with her. Chloe, yeah, she is really nice, isn't she? Well, I better go before Mama starts to worry. Tomorrow be with you, okay? Oh well. Usually I give that child a piece of gold. But I guess you might want to do that child before going into the tavern and meeting Officer Vi. Now we're going to go to the Feldpost Inn, and we're going to confront Tranzig. or whatever his name is. The guy who's in the letter? The guy who hired Nimble to kill us?
As good as done. For the group.
I love the pathfinding in the game. They have to figure out how to get into a room.
Seems to me like these men want a little
Yep.
trouble.
This way.
I'll give them trouble.
You point butt kicking for goodness!
Can I help you? I'll do my best.
Less talk, more fight. Butt kicking for goodness!
Nature's servant awaits.
Did I wish my ear? As well as I can.
Go on then.
Seems to me like these men want a little
Sorted.
trouble. I'll give them trouble.
You have need of me? I
Seems
can.
to me like
but
these men
try.
want a little trouble. I'll give them
Transic.
trouble.
Why do you bother me? Can't you see that I'm in a hurry to get out of this town? I'll say... Perhaps you could tell us why you are in such a hurry. Transic. I'm not going to tell yous guys anything. Get out of my face. We reply, you won't be rid of us that easily. We know you're up to no good. Now tell us everything you know. Transic. You know what I'm up to, eh? Well, maybe something you don't know about is my magic skills. You might not believe me, but if you ain't out of my face in the next 5 seconds, I'll blast you to kingdom come. That's like in the Old West when people say they're going to draw a gun, or in Kung Fu movies when they say, but you don't know about my style of Kung Fu. All right, I respond, you, wielding magic? We can't suspend our disbelief that much. Come along now and surrender, or we'll have to hurt you. Transic says, I warned you. Now you pay the price. Okay.
Yes?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Who wants some?
I care not.
Spit it out.
Now, when we have a spell user, what's the standard operating procedure here? Correct.
Jacquard.
We shoot a magic missile, which is faster than just about any spell, to try and disrupt his spell casting. The missile should get there before, and we should also have arrows and the sword coming there at all different times. His spell should be disrupted. And in fact, just so we're careful... Oh, that's got to be back up. Auto pause when spell is cast. All right. She's just gonna wait. Transic says, I give up. Please let me live. I'll tell you anything you want to know. So we say, spill your guts then. If what you say satisfies us, then we'll let you live. Transic, okay, I'll talk. I'm a messenger for a man named Tazok. I just ferry messages between him and a fat priest named Mullahy. I meet with Tazok at either Peldvale or Larswood, east of the Friendly Arm Inn. Tazok pays me good, so I keep my yap shut. Can I go now? Where can we find this Tazok? Tazok, you can find him in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. He's the captain of 2 groups of bandits. Their camp's always moving, so I don't know how much luck you'll have in finding them. Can I get out of here now? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to kill you. Otherwise, you might warn this Tazok. Tranzig, I'm not gonna go down without a fight. Okay, our world map. Wrong. The bandit camp. We'll have to go through the Friendly Arm to get up there. But I'll tell you my plan in the next video. In fact, I'll show you here. If you look at this gameplay, I'll drop it down to level him up. So he levels up. Okay, he's level 4. When I get up to level 5, I'm going to duel him. I'm going to duel him to a wizard. And he will have the 56 hit points at first level as a wizard. The way I'm going to get him up to that level is we are going to journey back up here, and we're going to clear the area with the ant kegs. And we're probably going to work with the ant kegs for quite a while to try and get him as close to 8th level as possible, to 5th level, so I can duel as possible. Because he's going to go through and finish this as a wizard, not as a fighter. Alright, and I'll just show you what this guy has on him.
You've a task, as you direct.
He's got a ring of protection, a wand of magic missiles, glitter dust spell.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
And his letter, if I can find it. Tranzig, I am perplexed as to why Mullahy has not communicated with us in some while. You are to go to the mines and find out the condition of his operation. You are also to collect any iron that may have been stolen by the kobolds. Our next raid will most likely take place at Peldvale or Larswood, so visit either of those areas and track us back to our camp. Okay, so in the next episode, I plan to go, I'll sort stuff off video. And then in the next episode, we will go fight ant kegs to gain levels. And the Steam achievement is Victory is Mine, it looks like. Oh no, actually maybe I didn't get a Steam achievement on this.